Hi, welcome back to the award-winning Ed Brown Show. And once again, we got Dr. Williams here. And you're talking about the elders and the young people. We have the young person here. That's Nicholas Scott. And he's from Bowie, Maryland. Welcome back to the second half of Ed Brown Show, Dr. Williams. And you're showing them by bringing Mr. Scott here that the evolutionary elders is working. Yes, welcome to the Ed Brown Show, Mr. Scott.
Thank you, sir.
Tell us about this young man now. What are you doing? You indoctrinating him or what?
Well, I'm delighted to tell you.
Oh, he's helping you, isn't it? Right?
Delighted to tell you about him. I
Right.
met him about 3 years ago at Annapolis Road Academy in Bladensburg.
Mm-hmm.
I was teaching English there, and there was Nicholas in my class.
Mm-hmm.
I described him as the quiet student, but the quiet cerebral student who sat there most of the time, just listening, taking all the information in, not saying very much, was never a problem.
Observing.
Observing.
That's a good character to have, observing. You can learn more observing people than you can talking to them, really, because they're going to tell you what they want you to hear.
Yeah, that's
but
true.
you can always observe them, and you can analyze them.
You know, he's probably one of the smartest students I've taught here in Prince George's County.
Mm-hmm.
I'll never forget the day I gave a final examination, and I asked the students, I gave them a paragraph, and they were to identify the parts of speech in that particular paragraph. He was the student who identified every part of speech in the paragraph.
Is that right?
You know, well, I knew he was bright before then. He's one of the few students to receive an A in my English class.
You don't give A's out.
Not freely. Not freely. You have to really, really work.
You got to work for him.
Right. But that was good because then I learned a lot about him. I learned about his technical skills. I learned about his computer skills. And then one day, I needed someone with his skills, his ability to assemble things, put things together. I could give him a batch of materials to organize it for me, just like that he could organize it. I said, I'm doing a book on President Barack Obama.
Mm-hmm.
Would you help me?
Mm-hmm.
He did.
Mm-hmm.
He did a fantastic job, and we acknowledge him in the book.
Mm-hmm.
And so when I got ready to do this book on LeBron James,
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't think of a better person. I didn't know where to find him, but I found him. And we met, and I said, I'm doing this book on LeBron James. Words cross and across, word search on LeBron James. I said to him, would you like to help me with it? He said, why, certainly, I'd like to do it. And he said, Dr. Williams, I'll have it to you in a short amount of time. It won't take long. Well, that was good for me because, you see, I'm trying to finish this book on LeBron James by the time school opens. You know, I talked about this book.
A month and a half, huh?
Right, and I talked about this book on your show several months ago. Several months ago. And he was there. So I just said to him, well, here's the manuscript. Let's work with it. And that's what he has been doing. It's almost complete. And he has just done a fantastic job. He has done a fantastic job. And my artist from Oklahoma City
is doing
all of the drawings.
All the drawings.
He has done a fantastic job as well. This is going to be an interesting book. And I give a lot of the credit to my former student, Nicholas Scott.
Nicholas, tell us, how do you develop this interest in actually the technical aspects of getting things together?
Well, I'm a very curious person, so a lot of the things I learned from making a mistake, trial and error. So I just love messing with computers. So.
Then you can teach some of us the computer, the iPod, and all that new stuff. What do you think of these new gadgets that's coming out?
Well, I love technology, so every new thing comes out, I want it.
What's coming up next?
I'm not sure.
You're not sure. What's your favorite?
I like the tablets, the little like a computer all in one little iPod thing.
Well, what about this ancestry thing that they're trying to get people to do? You know, do a search of your family as far as go back to 1700. What is that very effective?
I really wouldn't know. I mean, I would think it would be, but I don't have any experience with that.
You know, going back on different people, you know, and ancestry. I would think that would be great for every family to find out who's in your family, you know, and Uncle John, and where did he come from, and Aunt Mary, you know what I mean? How would they? I think as far as technology is concerned, that's a very good tool. And with Dr. Williams here, I'm sure he could give you some people that'd be interested. All the people would be interested in knowing more about them.
Even the questionable ones.
Yeah,
Huh?
even the questionable ones, right? Well, you have brothers and sisters?
Yeah, I have two a younger brother and a younger sister, and an older brother.
Is that right? So you in the middle.
Yeah, in the middle.
They beat up on you, right?
Nah, not really.
Well,
really.
you got to be neutral, you know. What you do, pass it down to when your big brother slaps you, then you slap your little brother.
It rolls downhill.
Are they technically inclined too?
Well, my little brother likes to play the keyboard. My older brother, he likes to rap. So.
Is that right? Yeah. So, so what do you plan to do after you finish with Dr. Williams here? You have any projects in mind?
Well, he say he has some more projects for me, so I'll be gladly willing to help him with those. And
so you're going to do the technical work for Dr. Williams on this LeBron James.
Yes.
Well, what do you think of the subject matter?
LeBron James?
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's a good book. It's trying to teach children words and the definitions and all that. I think it's a good idea. Well,
this is a very unique situation here where a student and a professor get together on something like this. And I really like to compliment both of you, you know, for working together. And this is a great example of the elders working with the young people. You're only 20 years old, you know what I mean? And we don't know how old Dr. Williams is, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? He's 35 again, you know, he's been 35 at least twice, you know. But the idea, this is a great example, Dr. Williams, of what we've been talking about, the evolutionary elders, working with the young people and working along the lines that the technical aspects.
Yes.
I could use all the technical aspects of with all the iPods and all of these things coming in. So I want to congratulate you, Nicholas.
Nicholas is a great young man, and I'll tell the world that he's a great young man. And anyone's looking for someone who is serious, whether it's a college or university looking for a good student, he's available. He's available. And, you know, that's the thing that makes me so happy as an elder working at schools like Annapolis Road Academy. Working and finding people like Nicholas.
Yes.
Okay.
Fantastic.
Just fantastic.
And his concentration must be terrific.
Oh,
you know,
my.
Young people, when I was 20, I wasn't concentrating on things like that. You know, there's other things. But the fact that he's involved in that is just outstanding. We like to salute Nicholas.
I tell him all the time, Ed, that he could qualify for MIT.
Right. But anyway, you keep up the good work, Nicholas. Nicholas Scott from Bowie, Maryland. Here he's working with his former teacher, Dr. Eugene Williams. Okay, see you in a minute.